Service charges. New research carried out by Shack in England shows that where tenants have challenged service charges at first tier tribunal level, housing associations were found guilty to be overcharging 66% of times. Now, this does not mean that all housing association or landlords are overcharging. However, when a tenant or tenant group have taken a case to tribunal, 2 out of 3 times the tenants were right. In fact, according to Shack, housing associations in England were the worst offenders, even when compared with private landlords and property managers. Welsh Government have promised to look at service charges for a while now, to look at tenant transparency and tenants' rights to challenge, etc. It's been too slow. We need to see meaningful action from the next Welsh Government on this matter. Decent home standard. We were shocked and disappointed at Westminster's recent decision to drop flooring from being included in the decent home standard for English social housing tenants. This is the English version of the Welsh Housing Quality Standard. Previously, this was also the case in Wales until TPAS Cymru and Tai Pawb spearheaded a campaign to include flooring in new lets for social housing tenants, which is now thankfully part of the Welsh Housing Quality Standard, thanks to Welsh Government listening and taking action. Tenants in England will not have this. We call on Westminster to rethink including flooring as part of the standard for English tenants. We've done it in Wales. It can and should be done for the sake and dignity of tenants and their well-being. Tenant access to information. In Scotland, freedom of information has long covered social housing, including housing associations. In England, the UK Government have new regulations called Social Tenant Access to Information Requirement Scheme, STAIRS. It gives social housing tenants the right to access information about how their homes are managed. Local authority tenants were already covered. Now, in Wales, tenants have told TPAS Cymru repeatedly that Welsh tenants should have the same rights as those tenants in Scotland and in England. Access to information, which is why TPAS Cymru are calling for the next Welsh Government to implement inclusive and transparent regulation standards. Looking across the borders would be a great place to start.